Well, hello everyone. Welcome to my table. My name is Toni, and this is the Twin Flame Weekly Forecast for the week of March 16th to the 22nd, 2021. However, anytime that you are here is exactly when you are intended to be here because time is limitless. Hi, welcome back to my returning subscribers, and hello to you if you are new here. I'm so very thankful that you are here. As I said, my name is Toni. This is the Twin Flame Weekly Forecast. So before we get started, let me say first, if you are enjoying this content, please give me a little bit of energy exchange. Let's hit that like bell, that share, that subscribe button even, maybe that notification bell to find out when I post new content. I know how much I appreciate and love you for taking that one little small action. It means the world to me. Also, if you see a deck of cards you like today, they will be linked down below in the descriptions. And I now have private tarot readings available. Be sure to check out the link to my Etsy shop. And lastly but not leastly, when we refer to our, I'm about to drop my remote here. When we refer to the divine feminine and the divine masculine, divine means holy. Feminine and masculine do not refer to one specific gender. Okay, so are we ready, twin flames? Let's get it going. Let's clear and set this table. We'll get out the Palo Santo, get it lit, and let's begin. We will create a sacred container where we welcome and invite in our energies as well as calling upon our higher selves. We ask and invite Christ consciousness to please join us. We command our sovereignties in this time, dimension, space, and place, and disinvite and disallow all beings, energies, and entities of less than Christic consciousness. And we clear, we bless, we protect this space. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. I'm going to clear, bless, protect, activate, and fully align all of my chakras and energetic auric grid systems. Beautiful. All right, headphone users, let's do me a favor, please. Turn down the volume on your headphones for just 1 second so that I can set the tone for the reading. Here we go. Nice. Ooh, got some little chills running down my jaw here, like right here where your jaw, the hinge of your jaw is what I'm trying to say. And lastly, but not leastly, let's set our intentions by calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We invite in our angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, Spirit. We invite the guardians of the four corners, Mother of the Earth, Father of the Sky, sacred ones. We call upon you and welcome you here now. We ask that you please help us to understand and to interpret these messages to the best of our knowledge as we receive them. Thank you. All right, twins, let's get started. Sorry I'm a few days late, but you remember when I mentioned my Etsy shop? Well, my Etsy shop is doing very well, and that's kind of why I'm a little bit late, because I'm doing so many private readings a day. I almost haven't had time for my YouTube, which breaks my heart because y'all are my first love. So I promise I'm gonna try to get my shit together this week. I promise, twins. All right. So, Divine Feminine, are you ready? Ladies first, we are going to begin with the Power Thoughts cards. All right, so headphone users, before every deck of cards, I will show you the deck and then I will pray over the deck. While I'm praying, turn down the volume on your headphones because I shuffle kind of loud and you don't want that in your ear. All right. Are we ready? Here we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. What messages do we have for the Divine Feminine this week? What does the Divine Feminine need to know most about the week of March 16th through the 22nd, 2021? What does Divine Feminine need to know in whatever time, date, place, or space they are watching this reading? All right, here we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides. What messages do we have for Divine Feminine? Messages to Divine Feminine for this week. What does Divine Feminine most need to hear for the week of March 16th through the 22nd. Oh, okay. We got two messages, Divine Feminine. Let me get my glasses. It says, divine wisdom guides me and I am willing to let go. So you are being divinely told that it is time to be guided by your intuition, okay? But your divine guidance is also telling you that it is time to let go of something you're holding on to, because more than likely, when you're holding on to something you shouldn't be holding on to, Divine Feminine, you're creating a block in your flow and your energy can't flow through it, okay? So let's talk about that. Divine wisdom divine wisdom guides me. It says, I am guided throughout the day in making the right choices. Divine intelligence continuously guides the realization of my goals. I am myself, and I am willing to let go. I release others to experience whatever is I release others to experience whatever is meaningful to them, and I am free to create that which is meaningful to me. I really, really like this. I'm guided throughout the day in making the right choices. Divine intelligence continuously guides me in the realization of my goals. So what does that mean? When we're talking about divine intelligence continuously guiding us, and when we are making, guided choices throughout the day, what does that mean? That means that we are in alignment with our higher self. And when we are in alignment with our higher self, we are divinely inspired and guided, okay? So therefore, we're making choices that are divinely inspired and guided. And divine intelligence is helping, steer us onto the path of our least resistance and best potential, okay? So what do you got to do to get in alignment? There's a ton of ways. You can pray, you can meditate, you can journal, you can astral dream. There's so many. Astral travel. So many things you can do, okay? But you know what I do? I just feel really good all the time. I just choose to feel good as much as possible, and I choose to appreciate as much as possible all day long. I live in a constant state of prayer and appreciation. I am almost always in conversation with God and telling God why I think my life's the best, and telling God why I'm so grateful for everything I have, like literally all day long. If I'm not talking to you or the person I live with, I'm probably talking to God. That's the truth. And that's how I get divinely inspired guidance, because I'm feeling good about life. I'm all like, woo, this life is awesome, and I am so grateful for it. And the more that I feel that way, the more life is awesome, and the more I have things to feel grateful about. So that's what they're trying to tell you. To choose to feel good, to choose that, to allow divine wisdom to guide you, get into alignment with your higher self. And the thing about your higher self is, your higher self, as I said, is a divine intelligence, okay? It is a divine intelligent being, and that divine intelligent being is a higher frequency than you. It can never be the same lower frequency as you are, because it is a higher frequency. However, you, person sitting here in this 3D realm, listen to me right now, divine feminine, can in fact raise your frequency to match your higher self. And that is where the magic begins. That is where manifestation starts, okay? And then it says, I am willing to let go. Divine feminine, it says, I release others to experience whatever is meaningful to them. That gives me the opportunity to create a life that's meaningful to me. So let go of others' expectations, of your expectations of how others should be and what they should be doing. In other words, mind your own business. Focus on you. It's really hard to be worried about what other people are doing when all you are doing all day is focusing on choosing to feel good, choosing to appreciate life, and choosing to be on the right path, to be on the path of least resistance. When you are focusing on your business and you're minding your own business and you're focusing on manifesting your dreams and feeling good and enjoying life and living a life that feels great, you have a really hard time giving a damn about what anybody else is up to. I promise. I don't give two shits about anybody pretty much outside of the people I live with, my mama and my best friends. That is it. And even then, my best friends are free to live as they like. I don't give a damn what they do. As long as they ain't hurting me or the babies, they're fine. So, you know what I'm saying? Live and let live. Choose to live. The message here this week is choose to live, divine feminine. Choose. Choose to be divinely inspired. Choose to feel good. Choose to live this week. Choose to live in a good feeling way. Let go and be divinely inspired. All right. Let go, let God. You know what I mean? All right. Let's find out more about that message. We're going to look at the White Sage Tarot for you, divine feminine. And possibly the loudest 10 ever made in the history of all tarot tins. I swear every time I take that lid off, it's like my husband all the way down the hall is like, wow, that was so loud. He says they can hear it in their Zoom meeting, and we're literally like on opposite ends of the house. That's nuts. All right, here we go. Let's shuffle. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, what messages do we have For the Divine Feminine this week, what messages does the Divine Feminine most need to hear for the weeks of March 16th through the 22nd? What messages are moving towards the Divine Feminine in whatever time, date, place, or space they are watching this reading? Thank you so much. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, what's up with our Divine Feminine this week? All right. Oh, wow. You got the Chariot, Cancer, and you've got Temperance, Sagittarius. This cracks me up. This is my husband, the Cancer, and Temperance, me, Sagittarius. You are literally focusing on a new path. You're focusing on the path of least resistance this week, Divine Feminine. You are really, Temperance, you see, I love it in this card actually. You see how you got the 2 cups of water and they're going back and forth. This is changing hot water to cold or cold water to hot. This is considered alchemy. You know, alchemy is changing any metal into a precious metal such as silver or gold. So this is, alchemy is also the transmutation of your own energy. It's learning to take the trauma and the pain and the things that don't make sense to you and transmute them into something healthy and productive and worthwhile, okay? And that's what Temperance is about. You see that butterfly? It's changing. It's transmuting the parts of yourself that are old and changing into something, and taking that energy and using it to transform yourself into something beautiful. And that's what this is. This is the week that you're going to begin that journey. This is the week where you are focusing on you. You're minding your business. You're focusing on your path. I even love in this card, the Chariot. Look how the sun's out over that. This is success shining. This is success shining. That's hard to say. This is success shining down on you, Divine Feminine. Find your path, light it up, and stay in your lane. This is the week to stay in your lane, Divine Feminine. All right. All right. Let's look at the obstacles ahead of Divine Feminine this week. What are the obstacles ahead of Divine Feminine this week? The Fool. How cute is that? The little wolf puppy here. The Fool. So literally beware of, it's not that this is the new beginning that you need to be aware of, okay? Because you have a new path that it feels like you're going to be following. Be aware of not just taking the first path that presents itself. Don't be naive. In other words, don't be foolish. Make sure the path as it presents itself is in alignment with your best and highest good. And how do you do that? Well, does this path feel good? Is the path, when you're on this path, are the choices you're making consistently feeling good? Because if they consistently feel good, guess what? Yes, you're in alignment, because your higher self could never feel anything less than good. Exactly, good. But if the choices you make are not feeling good, if they feel bad or questionable, or they cause anxiety, worry, fear, these are all low vibrations. You're not in alignment, okay? So focus on the path. Really dot your I's, cross your T's, and cover your ass, all right? See ya, Divine Feminine. All right, what's the final outcome? All right, what's the energies moving towards Divine Feminine in the future? What's the final outcome for this week? Tell us, how does it end? What are the future energies moving towards Divine Feminine? Oh, we dropped one. Oh, nice. Nice. I actually really love this particular card for you, Divine Feminine. You've got the Page of Swords, and in this deck, see, it's like a cougar, Divine Feminine, and then you got the Sun. So you got very interesting energy here. You've got Cancer, Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Leo here. So this could definitely be for some of you, and these are very specifically to you and your message. But the final outcome, Page of Swords, this is, a new way of thinking, a brand new path. And so this week, you are opening yourself up to a new path, the path of least resistance, the path of being in your best alignment, the path of, chasing your desires, okay? Just be careful, dot your I's, cross your T's, make sure the path that you choose, that you're being led by, people who are trustworthy, and that you are trusting your higher self and listening to your higher self. Because as you do, you're going to open up to new, more successful ways of thinking. It's almost like, it's not like you're changing your mind, but you're expanding your mind this week and coming to see things in new ways, new terms, new broader feelings, okay? At the bottom of that gorgeous 3 of Pentacles, absolutely. Oh yeah, look, at page 1, it's 100%. And the Empress, oh my God. Divine Feminine, there you are. There you are, the Empress. So yeah, the Divine Feminine is getting in alignment with herself. The 3 of Pentacles is being in alignment with you, your higher self, and source energy, and becoming the manifestor, the creator, the co-creator of your life, really getting to choose the desires you want to chase and the ones that feel the best, and seeing them come true, seeing your dreams actually manifest because you're doing it in alignment. This is the Page of Wands. That's that page of seeking new adventures, and this is what this is. This is a new adventure. Alignment and feeling good for some of us is a new experience, especially for those of us who grew up in very toxic childhood environments, and then growing up, and aging and learning to not live in a state of constant chaos, and to release that toxic energy and chaos energy, and to settle into good and feeling good and being appreciative. Because trust me, when I was growing up and we were so damn poor, there wasn't a lot to appreciate. There just wasn't. I was just grateful to have a roof over my head most days and just to get food. So I didn't learn how, and I complained a lot because of that. And I see how that played out in my adulthood and how it took me decades to overcome that and to learn how to manifest and to choose to feel good and choose to be appreciative and to see the results of that. And this is where you come in, Divine Feminine, the Empress. This is tapping into that intuition. This is creating the life of your dreams, of your desires, and getting it. Like, you get it, girl, like for real. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Empress. This is you coming into your higher self. This is you learning about your dreams, your destiny. This is a big damn week. This is the start of something new. You're heading into a different path, and it begins this week. You are definitely taking a brand new path this week. And it looks like in the future what's coming is, honestly, with that Page of Swords and the sun there in the future, to me, that reads enlightenment. So there's definitely enlightenment coming because you work on your own alignment, because you seek your own truth, and you create the life of your own desire. Divine Feminine, get it, girl. Go get you some. That's what I'm talking about. Mostly because, I'm a Divine Feminine too, and that's my message as well. So I'll receive on behalf of all of us. All right, Divine Feminine, I hope you enjoyed this. Be sure to give me a like, share, subscribe if you can, if you enjoyed this content, because now it's time, for our Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine, we're going to start out by looking at, no we're not, that was Divine Feminine. No we're not. We are going to start out, hold tight, by looking at, I've got a new setup. You like my new studio? Give me a thumbs up if you like my new studio. But it's still got a few little kinks to work out. I'm trying to figure out where to put my cards so I can get to them a little bit easier. I've got a small little table over here, but it's not working well. Probably by next week, it'll all be good. So, Divine Masculine, we're going to start out with Getting into the Vortex by Abraham Hicks. A few of you have asked me actually in private readings about Abraham Hicks. She is what I call my fairy godmother. She really helped me grow spiritually in ways that nobody else did, because she really helped me understand what my higher self is trying to say to me. And so I have a playlist right here on this channel, on my YouTube channel. Go check out my playlist on my homepage. It's called Abraham Hicks if you want to learn more about her. And all the videos I've saved about her are all cartoon videos. They're her talking, but somebody did a cartoon over it, and they're really cute. So I think you'll get a lot of value out of that. All right, Divine Masculine, let's shuffle. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit, what messages do we have for the Divine Masculine this week? What messages does Divine Masculine most need to hear for the week of March 16th through the 22nd, 2021? What is Divine Masculine, the energy moving towards them, and whatever time, date, place, or space they are watching this reading? All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. Wow, y'all got messages quick today, Divine Masculine. All right. Very quick. And we return to the glasses. Y'all, your girl here is old. I gotta get contacts. I don't like reading glasses. I feel weird. I feel like when y'all look at me, I'm like, don't look at me. I don't like my glasses. I'm not gonna even try to pretend that they don't make me very self-conscious. They do. And it's not that I'm not cute in them. I'm adorable. I'm kidding. I do think I am cute in them though, but what had happened is, I ordered them online, and I was getting that blue light blocker, like a lot of people buy the blue light glasses. I put that on my frames, but instead of doing like everybody else's cute glasses you see on the gram, y'all see how it tinted it kind of like a tan brownish tint and almost like a yellow tint. This reminds me of those glasses from the 80s that you would wear that you could go inside and outside, and they become sunglasses outside, but they would always take forever to go back to normal light inside, and sometimes we have like a brown tint. This is what this reminds me of. So I'm not a fan. I talk so much about myself. I'm sorry, Divine Masculine. I apologize. Let's get back to you. Card number 32, which adds up to 5. This is about changes coming your way, Divine Masculine. Our source is one of love, not of condemnation. This is one of the most important cards in this deck, so we're going to dive deep into this in a second, all right? And number 8, this is beautiful. You have 5, card of number of change, and then you have 8, the number of unlimited possibilities, but then possibilities are equal to the amount of effort that you make. So the more effort you get, the bigger the possibility, okay? The universal law of attraction is managing my expansion. These are gorgeous messages. So let's start here. Actually, you know what? Let's start with number 8. The universal law of attraction is managing my expansion. The law of attraction is the universal manager of all vibration, which expands to everything that exists through the universe. So, at the same time that the law of attraction is responding to the vibrational content of your physical thoughts, it is also responding to the vibrational content of your higher self, your inner being. So remember, you have you sitting here on this earth in this 3D realm, but then there's a higher divine intelligence, your higher self. It's a divinely intelligent being, okay? And it has its own vibration that it puts out. Its vibration is the best for you. It's the best possible outcome for you. And that's what it wants for you, only the best. And then there's your vibration. And the deal is your higher self is up here and you are down here, and you're both putting out vibrations. And your higher self is just putting out literally the best possible outcome for you basically all the time, constantly. It's adjusting based on the choices you make. You know, okay, so now they make this choice. Okay, well, here's the best possible outcome. Okay, now here's the best possible outcome. Your life, however, is responding to, you're attracting what you're putting out. So you're putting out what you do want. And you're also, when you know what you do want, now that you know what you don't want, you attract what you don't want to you. The law of attraction does not know the difference between you thinking, oh, I do want something, or I don't want something. All it knows is that you thought about it. Hey, I do want glasses. Okay, well, you thought about glasses. Hey, I don't want glasses. Well, either way, I still thought about glasses. So the universe brings it to me. Now, when it gives you something you want, you gratefully, wonderfully grab hold of it and run with that. Or when it gives you something you don't want, you have a choice. You can take it. And now you're telling the universe you want more of that. Or you can be like, oh, hell no. And the universe goes, oh, now I get it. And they stop giving you that because you don't give your vibration, your energy to that situation, and it goes away. When you give your energy to it, it stays. That's how that works. And so that's what they're trying to say. The universal law of attraction is managing my expansion. So everything that you experience, okay, is happening because 1, you yourself in this 3D world is attracting it to yourself. And 2, your higher being is attracting things to you as well, okay? So the law of attraction manages how far you expand, okay? So if you are in alignment with your higher self, your expansion is rapid, all right? Because that's how the law of attraction works. Because now you're both attracting the same thing at the same time, so you expand quicker, all right? Now, deep dive into this card. It's, yes, card number 5. Our source is one of love, not condemnation. When you pay attention to the way that you feel, and you deliberately choose more thoughts that feel good while you think them, you will begin to recognize the nature of your broader non-physical desires. The majority of negative emotions that you feel are not because the subject of your thought is wrong, but instead because you are condemning something that your source, creator, does not condemn. Your source is one of love, not condemnation. So listen, when you pay attention to how you feel, divine masculine, it's kind of like what we talked about over here. You know, you're choosing to feel good, so you're choosing to be in alignment with your higher self. So now you're both manifesting the same thing, right? So when you choose to pay attention to the way you feel and you deliberately choose more thoughts that feel good while you think them, then you will begin to see evidence of your manifestation coming to you, okay? You'll begin to recognize the how does this say it? It begins to recognize the nature of your broader non-physical desires. In other words, your physical desires, everybody has the need for, shelter, food, clothing. These are the things we all need. Food, water, shelter, clothing. These are the things we need to survive, to stay warm, to protect us from the sun, to feed us, to live, and to protect us from the elements, right? Okay, those are your physical desires. But when you get into alignment with yourself and you start choosing to care about how you feel and you start choosing to think good thoughts more often, that doesn't mean bad shit doesn't happen. You don't have to deal with it. But when you're done dealing with it, you turn the dial back. You choose to feel good as often as possible, as much as possible. That's how that works. You take what comes, you deal with it, and then you go back over here to manifesting, okay? When you make that an option, or a priority, I should say, actually, you'll understand that the negative emotions that you feel are not because the thing that you're feeling the negative emotion about is bad. It's because you yourself are condemning that. And you have to understand that if you wouldn't condemn it, you can't feel bad about it, because Source never condemns anything. Source is just the energy of love. The creator that created us all is one of love. It can know nothing but love. And like I said, that's what I'm talking about. Your higher self is a higher vibration, which is at love and above. Your higher self sits at love and above, right? So this is a vibration that you can reach. You can reach love, and actually you can reach above love, joy, bliss. You can reach these things. And above that even is where your higher self sits. But they start at love, joy, bliss, and so on, okay? So nirvana even, But you can reach them there. You can find them at love. And when you meet your higher self at love, guess what? When you tap into your higher self, you now tap into source energy. And now you are in alignment, and you no longer care about what everybody else is doing, because you're working on getting your own stuff. That's how this works. And so what you get completely is entirely dependent on how you choose to feel, and whether you choose to care about how you feel. That's really what it comes down to. Okay? It's not about hating things. It's not about complaining on things. It's not about wishing for things. It's not about meditating all day, every day, and hoping that you figure this energy thing out. It's not about spending all day. I mean, yes, you can envision, there's a whole dream board and all that. Do that. That's cool. That's great. But if you have to spend all day, every day, being like, this is what it's going to feel like when I'm a millionaire, and like envisioning yourself walking around your mansion, that takes a lot of effort and a lot of energy from me personally, Divine Masculine. But you know what doesn't take as much effort and energy? Choosing to feel good and appreciate the shit out of everything. I just feel good all day. I wake up, I smile, I thank God for the day, I say hello to my ancestors, I say good morning to my angels, and I say good morning to y'all, and I smile all day long. That's way easier to me than like dream journaling and dream boards and meditating and praying, all the things. I have less time for that than I do just to feel good. You can do this. You got this, Divine Masculine. Let's find out about it. Let's look at the the Russian hero of St. Petersburg. So here we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. What messages do we have for Divine Masculine today? What does Divine Masculine need to hear for the week of March 16th to the 22nd, 2021? Whoa. Getting crazy down here. Getting crazy with the Ruskies. Oh, goodness. What messages does Divine Masculine most need to know in whatever time, date, place, or space they are watching? Thank you. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. What's the situation with Divine Masculine this week? What energies is Divine Masculine working with this week? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ah, nice. Queen of Clubs, Queen of Wands. So this is the queen who really is about seeking her own joy, seeking her own desires. So, this is what we're talking about. It's about focusing on your own alignment, focusing on being in alignment with source energy, which is love, okay? Choosing to feel good and caring about how you feel, okay? Because the more you care about how you feel, and the more you choose joy, the faster you're going to be chasing those desires, the faster you're going to be able to manifest what you want, because that's what the Queen of Wands is all about, baby. She is all about manifesting those dreams. She doesn't sit on the sidelines. She is an active participant in her own manifestation, okay? And that's what they're telling you. Be an active participant, all right? I just want to tell you, if you keep seeing me look out the window, we've rearranged my studio here. I'm sitting at a different angle next to my window, and I've got a pet cardinal of all things. It comes to my window all the time now, and it sits here and sings to me, a little red cardinal. And so if you see me look at this smiling, it's because he's sitting here and I'm kind of grinning at him because he's adorable. All right, Divine Masculine, what are your obstacles this week? What are the obstacles for Divine Masculine this week? What's getting in Divine Masculine's way this week? Thank you. Page of Cups. Okay, so something you don't see is coming. And normally the Page of Cups would be like a happy surprise. Like it would be like a new love you don't see coming, or just like a job. Well, not usually a job, but it's just something that you didn't see coming that you're going to be happy about, a happy surprise. But in this case, because it's the obstacle, it's something that normally maybe you might have been happy about, but in this case, it's going to be an obstacle. So, for instance, let's say in the case of love, like a new love, maybe a new love shows up. Maybe you're single, maybe you're available. Maybe you actually are manifesting a new love, but maybe it's the right person the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're not ready, or maybe you're like your life isn't ready. Maybe you're like me and you work like 16 hours a day and there's no way you could add another person to your life, right? Something like that, but all of a sudden they show up and you're like, shit, how does this work? Because I don't have time for you, you know? So that's the obstacle. The obstacle this week is actually going to be a little happy surprise that normally would be a great blessing, but this week it's like, no, it's not working, okay? So let's see what's the final outcome for Divine Masculine this week. What are the final energies, future energies moving towards Divine Masculine this week? What are the future energies moving towards Divine Masculine? Empress, the Divine Feminine, is on her way to you. Divine Feminine is on her way. I've been telling y'all, I said that I thought the twin flames would start to come back together. Hold on, I'm trying to remember. In Pisces season, yes, and we are at the end of Pisces season. In fact, it's this week that we, I'm sorry, next week. No, this week on the 20th, we move into Aquarius. Hang on, where are we going? Aries. I was getting my zodiac signs confused. On Sunday, on the 21st, we move into Aries, okay? Remember, if you go back a couple months, back in Sagittarius season, I said, no, I don't think the twins are coming into union. Y'all are starting to activate, yes, December, January, February, but in March and Pisces season, y'all are going to start coming back online. And bet me if by Aries season, we don't see major union, okay? Yes, that's what's happening. Divine Feminine is on her way because you are starting to really get the concept of what this manifestation thing is all about, and you're really starting to enjoy feeling good because alignment fucking feels good, don't it, Divine Masculine? Yeah. Being like in a good mood all the time and enjoying life and being able to handle what comes at you because you're not stressed out and worried and anxiety, full of anxiety, feels fucking good, don't it? Mm-hmm. And guess what your reward is about to be? You're about to meet your Empress. Divine Feminine is on the way. The other thing about the Divine Feminine is this is the opportunity for you to create. There's new, there's new creation coming in for you, Divine Masculine. At the bottom of the deck, you've got the Five of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Coins. So the Knight of Coins, like I said, there's new creation coming in. Ace of Cups, new love coming in. And that's because you are no longer fighting your higher self. You are no longer fighting. You see how this Five of Swords sits right under that Queen of Clubs? You're no longer fighting your desires. You are trying to actively focus on, it's interesting, the Empress being the Divine Feminine. This is also about you tapping into your own Divine Feminine, tapping into, in other words, your creative side, Divine Masculine. This is, getting out of that left brain, tapping into that right brain. It's getting into that creative, fertile, nurturing energy where you can, really manifest, because that's what the Queen of Clubs is about. She is also a Divine Feminine, and she manifests like rapid, with rapid, how do I always say it? With rapid grace, like a priestess queen is how I always say it. That's what she does. So this is you getting into alignment with your higher self so you can tune into that creative, nurturing aspect of yourself and get yourself, out of resistance and into alignment and allowing this new love to come in. And this, for those of you who are already in union, new love could be literally a new love for yourself, a new job, something new that you love. Okay, it doesn't have to be a person. Okay, we love a lot of things. I love chocolate. Okay, I love tea. I love my dog. I love this palm. So there's a lot of things I love. All right, so a new love. So you're making room for something new to come into your life. But more than anything, look that. You are chasing those desires and it's coming to you. You are manifesting big time. This is just the tale of both of you, coming into it. Y'all are about to, honestly, the twin flames are about to come into union. There's a lot of twin flames that have been coming. You've been activated over the past few months, past 6 months, I'd say, but definitely since December, I've been feeling the twins getting activated, and union is imminent for a lot of you. For a ton of you. All right, twin flames. Let's see. Divine Masculine, by the way, I hope you found this helpful. Be sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, because now, time for our twins. We're going to look at the Work Your Light Oracle. All right, twin flames, let's shuffle. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, what messages do we have for the twin flames this week? What can the twin flames expect for the week of March 16th through the 22nd, 2021? What are the energies moving towards the twin flames in whatever time, date, place, or space they are watching this reading? Thank you. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. Whale. Just like that. It's funny how you all got 2 oracle cards. All right. We have got the keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. And you've got protection, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. So this is exactly what we're talking about, twins. Exactly 100%. First of all, keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. The message here is this is a very big, powerful, listen, we're coming into the vernal equinox. This is a very important week astrologically. I'm not going to dive into that. I am not an astrologer. I just keep up with it. So I'm not going to get into any of that, all right? But I want you to understand, astrologically, pretty big week, okay? The vernal equinox is this week. We're having a very interesting portal of time right now where manifestation is pretty quick. People are manifesting very quickly. And so what they're trying to tell you is take advantage of this week. You know, the first day of spring is upon us. The full moon is in just over about 10 days from now. Hold on, let's see. No, about a week and a half from now. It's going to be on the 28th. So, take advantage of this potent time of the vernal equinox to give birth. Think about spring. Spring is about giving birth and creative and time and nurturing. This is the time to create and nurture your dreams. And the quickest and easiest way to figure out what are your dreams, what are your desires, who am I and what do I want? Get into alignment with your higher self. Choose to care about how you feel. And choose to feel good as much as possible, as often as possible. And there you go. See? Honestly, just try that every day for from now until the next week when you see me again, and tell me in the comments below next week what changed. Because I'll bet you something big changed in your life just because you chose to care about how you feel as much as possible. I'll bet you had a monster shift, a big change. Because then the next card says protection, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. This is about when you are working on being in alignment with your higher self. You do need to understand there are other beings, okay? You always hear me when I pray at the beginning of our reading. I clear the table and I always say, I command our sovereignty over this time, dimension, space, and place, and I disinvite and disallow all beings, energies, and entities of less than Christ consciousness. I do that every day because I want to protect myself from the energies around us. So the first thing you have to do is protect your own energy, okay? You have to cut your cords of energy. So think of every time you've had a relationship with somebody, there's a little red thread that connects you to everybody, okay? Now imagine that even though you've ended these relationships, you haven't actually cut the cord of energy that connects you to these people. Because when you think about somebody you haven't seen in a long time, you're literally sending energy to them and connecting yourself to them, just like that. And these connections can stay pretty strong, and those connections can keep you tied to them. And if you're tied energetically to somebody, you're not owning your own power. You're not standing in your own power. And so what they're asking you to do is choose to feel good, choose to care about how you feel so you can be in alignment with your highest and best self, and then cut your cords of attachment that are keeping you limited. So think of a cord of attachment as tying you down to this place, right? So here's a cord of attachment to this. Here's a cord of attachment to this. See? And see how it can't move forward because it's tied down? But if I let go of this side, look, now this one can move. And if I let go of this side, it's unattached. Now it can move. That's how energy works. So if you're energetically attached to somebody, then that is blocking you, that one place, from moving forward, okay? That's a limit. That's a block to how far you can go. So let's care about how we feel. Let's try to choose to be in alignment with our higher selves and get on the path of least resistance. And the way to get on the path of least resistance is to cut our energetic cords of attachment and recall our power to ourselves, okay? Protect your energy this week, twins. So that is definitely a message. Protection. Protect your energy, all right? All right, speaking of, let's talk about healing with the angels. Someone who, oh my God, I literally was just about to say, somebody who can protect you is Archangel Michael. And then I opened to it. So there's your message. Archangel Michael wants you to understand, for those of you who've never worked with him, he has this sword. Okay, hang on. Come back. Where'd you at, Michael? Where'd you go, Michael? Michael. Yeah, there he goes. See how he's got that sword? That's the sword. So, you know, the Catholic prayer is, Saint Michael, please defend us in battle against the wickedness and snares of the devil. Please help us rebuke all evil through the Lord our God, Christ Jesus, I think. I can't really remember the whole thing, but either way, you don't have to say all that. What you can do is you can just be like, hey, Saint Michael, could you please use your sword? Please cut all cords of attachment from my physical body and my energetic grid that no longer serve my best and highest good. And I literally ask him, I picture cutting cords of attachment. I say, this is what I say. Saint Michael, please use your cords of attachment to cut all cords of energy from any people, places, things, or thought forms, or experiences, or traumas that no longer serve my best and highest good. I release and transmute that energy now. I cut from my crown, from my third eye, from my throat, from my heart, from my solar plexus, from my sacral, from my root, and from my entire energetic and 3D grid system. In Jesus Christ's name I pray, amen. I do that every day. A couple times a day, actually. I usually do it between readings, too. That's what they want you to do. They want you to protect your energy, and they want you to recall your power and be in alignment. You got this, twins. This is all about the work for you this week. It's coming together. All right, so let's just find out healing with the angels. Here we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. What messages do we have for twin flames this week? What do the twin flames most need to hear for the week of March 16th through the 22nd, 2021? What are the messages for the twin flames in whatever time, date, place, or space they are watching this reading? Thank you. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. What messages do we have for twin flames this week? Thank you. Nice. Nature. So this for, like I said, is the vernal equinox over here in the northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, it is the autumnal equinox. Isn't that what it's called? The autumnal equinox? I can't remember. The first day of autumn, first day of fall. So it's our first day of spring, southern hemisphere's first day of fall coming forward. And so this is, you know, in the southern hemisphere, we're going into the darkness. In the northern hemisphere, we're coming into the light. Either way, this is the time to get into nature. For those of us who've been in the darkness, coming into the light, get out there. Get in tune. Ground down your energy with Mother Earth. Like, literally, that means, for those of you who don't understand, just means that, you know, for a lot of us, when we have anxiety, fear, worry, all these energy, or just monkey mind chattering energy, okay? We're not able to hear our higher self, okay? Because all this is happening. Just getting our energy grounded down into the earth, like standing barefoot, touching something like a plant, tree, a rock, a crystal, grounding down into the earth and being present with where you are right now, okay? Getting out of your monkey mind and just, I am here, I am present, and like, just like, okay, right now I'm sitting at this table and I'm talking to you and I'm looking out the window and there's my light and here's my tree, things like that, okay? Ground your energy down. So now that you're not scattered, now you have the energy to be clear and focused, okay? No matter what, if the sun is coming out, if you're in the northern hemisphere and we're moving into spring, get outside. We've been in the dark. However, if you're in the southern hemisphere and you spend the summer outside, this is your last opportunities. Get outside while you can, all right? Except for those of you who live over in Saipan and Guam and Tinian and Rota and all that area. You can go outside year round, so enjoy it. All right, but either way, this is about really and truly for both sets of twins, divine feminine and divine masculine, the week to work on yourself. This is all about your paths coming forward, alignment, protecting your energy, learning to understand your energy. For some of you, this is the first time you've ever had energy work. So this is a whole new experience. It's like I said for the divine feminine, this is a new way of thinking. This is a whole new experience. So, you know, enjoy it. This is the perfect time of year. Get that magic. This is a really good time of year to tap that magic, especially outside. Magic is all around us outside, okay? Paulina Tarot, we're going to close it out for the twins. Let's do this, twins. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit, what messages do we have for the twin flames this week? What do the twin flames most need to know for the week of March 16th to the 22nd, 2021? What messages do the twin flames need to hear in whatever time, date, place, or space they are watching this? Thank you, angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. All right, let's start with the divine feminine. What is the energy of the divine feminine? How does divine, blah, 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 blah. Start over. How does divine feminine feel about divine masculine this week? How does Divine Feminine feel about Divine Masculine this week? What is the energy of Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine? Thank you. All right, we've got a bunch of cards here. Wow, okay. We've got the Page of Wands. We've got the World. We've got, the Three of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. So, yeah, the Divine Feminine is definitely out there focusing on her own journey, really creating her own world. Page of Wands, the World, the Three of Pentacles. Divine Feminine is chasing her own alignment, really working hard on manifesting. And so it's interesting. It's not that Divine Feminine isn't, because we've got the Five of Swords here. Divine Feminine is moving out of heartbreak, loss, and pain. Some of this heartbreak, loss, and pain could have been from the Divine Masculine, from a previous, attempt at a relationship, So whatever this is, whatever lessons that she had to learn from this heartbreak, grief, loss, and pain, this Five of Swords, she is definitely learning it. She has, and is transmuting it, and is really taking it in to heart this week, and taking that energy, transmuting it, and turning it into an understanding of what her path is, of what her world should look like, and what it feels like to be in alignment and be a co-creator. So, this is literally taking pain and turning it into power this week, Divine Feminine. So how does Divine Feminine feel about Divine Masculine? She thanks you for the pain. She thanks you for the lessons. And for those of you who haven't been in union yet, that hurts. Like half of your soul is separated. You don't even realize that pain is a lesson on how to get through life by yourself, and how to heal yourself and work on yourself by yourself. So all the lessons that Divine Feminine has learned from Divine Masculine are all coming into healing this week. Okay. So how does Divine Masculine feel about Divine Feminine this week? What are the energies of Divine Masculine feels towards Divine Feminine this week? What are the energies Divine Masculine feels towards Divine Feminine this week? He's ready. He's ready for you, girl. Ace of Wands. So Divine Masculine is ready. Divine Masculine. The thing is, though, Divine Masculine, you still got a lot of work to do. So though you may be ready, don't be jumping the gun like you like to do. Divine Masculine, you're always all about solving the problem, right? And sometimes solving the problem is the quickest route between A and B. But from point A to point B, I should say, the straight line, you're trying to create that straight line. But Divine Masculine, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's a twisty, curvy line that gets you from A to B. So be patient, slow down, and understand that even if you are ready, you'll still have to be in alignment to come together. So keep working on your alignment so she can keep working on hers, so you can attract each other, okay? Ace of Wands, though, he's ready. He's ready. He's ready for that spark of new desire to come in. He's ready for you. Yeah, he is. All right. What are the obstacles getting between Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine this week? What are the obstacles getting between? Wowza. It's a lot of cards, y'all. All right. We have, interesting, Judgment and Temperance. Oh, no, Temperance is on Divine Feminine. Five of Cups, which... Didn't one of you have the Five of Cups? No. Five of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So you've got a lot of Queen energies. You got Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups popping up here, and then Empress twice. So this is a very strong week about tapping into that intuition for both of you, okay? It's about listening to and trusting your intuition. What is keeping y'all apart right now? Both of you are still doing the work. Both of you are still trying to heal yourself. You've got Judgment and Temperance and Five of Cups. So you're both sitting here at this crossroads trying to figure out what is the path that leads you away from resistance and broken heart, and leads you towards the path of what you want, towards your intuition, leading you, this is the Queen of Cups. This is the Queen of being in your intuition and trusting your higher self. So you are really just kind of, both of you, the reason why you haven't gotten together is because you're both still trying to get your, like I said, your alignment right, all right? You're both focusing on getting your alignment, and the more that you release these lower energies and the more you trust your intuition, faster you manifest towards each other, all right? Lastly, but not leastly, what is the final outcome for the twin flames this week? What are the future energies moving towards the twin flames as a couple? What is the future energies moving towards the twin flame union? All right, we've got the Four of Swords. Interesting. Oh, beautiful. Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. So, and then at the bottom of the deck, we got the Six of Swords, the Hangman, and the Two of Cups. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, wow. Yeah, see, you're definitely transforming. You know what? We're going to go ahead and pull out a few more cards because there's a little bit more to this story. Okay. Also, I do want to tell you that like 2 more cards down is the Eight of Wands, which means this is on the horizon. It's coming on the way. It's very soon. The Eight of Wands is the fastest moving card of the deck. So what's coming is coming very, very soon. Okay. So the final outcome: 4 swords, the 2 of Pentacles. So you're ready, twins. You're very much ready to work on. What I keep saying, you're working on balancing and adapting and learning to trust your intuition and learning to be guided by your intuition and adapting your priorities so that you can listen to it and trust your intuition. So, you know, this is recovery, this is rest, this is rejuvenation. What got you here isn't going to get you to where you're going. So you're ready to be done with what got you here. The past is the past and you're ready to put it to bed. 10 of Swords. You're over it. The past, it's just the lessons that you learned. And now you're ready to integrate those lessons, transmute that pain, and move forward onto a path of balance, a path of healing. At the bottom of the deck, to clarify this, twins, look, you've got the 6 of Wands. Hang on, let me put these. All right, we'll just do it right here. You've got the 6 of Wands, the Hanged Man. I'm sorry. The 2 of Cups, that's right. I forgot. The 8 of Cups, the High Priestess, there's your intuition, and Death. So you're both in a major point of transformation and you're moving out of this stuck, stagnant energy. 6 of Wands, 2 Hanged Man, 2 of Cups. You're moving out of this stuck, stagnant energy, successfully moving out of it, coming into higher alignment with yourself, coming into union with your higher self. And so as you come into union with your higher self, reunion of the twin flames is imminent. It is on the horizon. Like I said, the 8 of Wands was 2 more cards down. I just didn't want to keep on pulling cards out. But that means communication is coming quickly, coming soon. Because, see, as you move out of the stuck, stagnant energy into alignment with your higher self, you leave behind not trusting your intuition, and you move into a high... It's not even... Yes, it is alignment, but it's almost like a higher understanding of yourself. You expand into trusting your intuition more. It's almost like you hear your intuition louder than you hear anything else. And this is a complete and total transformation for you. Death. This is a complete and total transformation. You're moving, I really feel for a lot of you, you're moving, from the 3D into the 5D way of thinking. You are really starting to see, is that my phone? Weird. I apologize. That was weird. It never comes across when I'm recording. But for a lot of you, you're really starting to understand. I kind of like that it buzzed when I said, moving from the 3D to 5D. It's just like, yeah, that's totally what's happening. But it's moving out of this ego-based way of thinking for a lot of you, and understanding that there's more to this world than what we see, and that we can control the energy around us and get what we want. And for those of us who are trying to manifest this, it's not about manifesting your twin, it's about manifesting the life that feels good. And if your twin flame can happen to fit into that puzzle piece, they will. Okay, so continue this week, Divine Twins. Really focus on getting out in nature, really protecting your energy, calling back your power, getting into your own alignment, and trusting that you are on the right path, and what is coming very, very soon. You are literally going through a complete and total transformation of your intuition, and that you're going to come out on the other side of this like the magician, like you're going to be able to manifest like that. And I can't freaking wait to see about it. So come back. Seriously, for those of you who take my little experiment and try to feel good all week, like spend all week for the next 7 days, so you come back and see me next week, tell me what happened. I bet something changes. Let me know what happens. All right, everybody, I hope you have a beautiful week. Thank you for being here. Y'all stay happy, healthy, safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Twin Flames.